Hi, Jennifer. Thank you.
Hi, Helen. Whenever you're ready, you can do a quick little introduction of yourself and then move forward with your presentation.
So my name's Helen Cohen. I'm a founder and owner of Long Island Branding Group. I help small businesses and bigger ones on Long Island and all over the United States, really, Um, I build websites, I do graphic design, social media management, things like that. So we're gonna get right in it. I'm gonna be showing you this presentation in Canva, and we're gonna be kind of like editing and playing with the stuff as I go, so you can see some of the design in real time, and then we'll go and make a few more designs outside of this presentation. So what is Canva? It's a user-friendly graphic design interface, which means it's a platform, it's a tool. It's extremely user-friendly. That's great for people that don't have a background in Photoshop, that can't don't really have a background in graphic design. So it's a very, very easy tool to use. There's thousands and thousands of free templates, and they're always updating them and giving more and more all the time. It's great for social media posts. It's really easy if you want to resize posts for different platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, which is the new Twitter. And it's accessible from any device. So if you use Canva, I highly recommend using the app as well, because even if you design something on your computer, you can download it into your phone, post it right away in your social media platform of choice. Canva's benefits. So if you do have a company, a business, and you're not on social media, you're way behind. And being on social media, it's very, very important that your business looks good and cohesive on the internet. Whether you're a small business, an influencer, an educator, or someone just looking to, jazz up like a presentation. If you're doing a PowerPoint presentation, you can create those on Canva as well. You can create PDFs and all sorts of fun things, but it's a great platform for anything graphic design related. And then here. So Canva has a lot of drag and drop options. You see how I can move anything around. It's so easy to grasp the tools. You can, if I wanted to change the color of that, I can very easily. If I wanted, I don't really love that color actually. Let's go here. If I wanted to make font bolder, select, highlight. Do you see now the words kind of, they're a little bit more noticeable. There are also fun effects. Like you can make something have a shadow. You can change the color of that shadow to make things pop more. I'll do that here too, so you can see it a little bit bigger. You see that? And that kind of, as opposed to how it looked before, where it was kind of meshing into the background. Now you have a bolder look on your graphic design that pops out at the user. Here you can create a template library. I'm going to do that here too. You can watch some of the effects. You can create there's a vast template library. You can also, I'm going to skip ahead for a second. Where is it? When you create templates and when you create graphic designs, you can organize them in folders. So over here, hold on, folders. I have a bunch of different folders for different companies that I work with for different things that I'm doing. So you can also organize all of your things in folders I'll go back to this. As opposed to just having it, you know, all on your front homepage. So that's really a nice feature. When you're looking for something, it makes it really easy. Okay. That. So there's that, and there are a lot of templates you can use. Again, you can go do anything. You can make videos, you can make business cards, you can have Canva print your designs for you. It is a little bit more expensive than other companies, but if you're looking for something really easy where it's all in one place, Canva does it. They'll make you t-shirts, you know, hoodies, business cards, letterheads, you name it. So they're great with that. This is something I wanted to show you about Canva. So you see how I have this whole cohesive look for my brand. Everything goes together, but it's not all images, it's people too. I've taken, you know, words, and if you notice the font, I've taken words that look like they're handwritten. If you are looking to play with fonts, hold on. You can do this. Okay. So with the fonts, you can add text. If you don't like all texts, you can delete that. If you wanted something to look more like handwriting, you can go, they have a lot of fonts. So you can go to handwriting, for example, and you can choose your handwriting. There are so many options. This one's kind of a mess, so let's pick another one. Let's do Canvas student font. So you have this, right? Now, if you wanted to take the font and space out the letters, you can space out the letters. You can space out the lines. It's a really cool tool. Some of them overlap. Some of the fonts in here will overlap naturally. So if you need to fix that and you really want to use a certain font for your design, this is a great place to go and kind of play with the settings. Canva is awesome when it comes to, hold on, to having animated visuals. You click on graphics, you can search through them. These can be downloaded in this form to post on social media. So sometimes you'll see things on Instagram. This works better for Instagram than Facebook. The resolution on Facebook doesn't always come up great. And that's because of Facebook, not because of your design, but for Instagram, it's great. So if you were doing, for example, a Halloween post and you wanted to, you know, have pumpkins and this, you can just remove that. You can do this. You can have, oh, it's way too big. You can flip that around.
Question.
Yeah.
So you would create it on here, like on here, if you're on a laptop or you're on a desktop, and then for the social media, you'd have to download the app on your phone, and then your projects would be stored. It's the same account.
Always same account, always stored.
So then you would just click on, let's say, this box that you're making right now from your phone, and you would post it to Instagram, and then
Yep.
You-
So I can either, so here, I can click download. I can download all 31 pages as a PDF. But I can also unclick all of them and just download my current page, right? So from downloading my current page, I can, wait, I do have the option. You see the MP4 video?
Yeah.
That's what you want to click on when you have anything animated that's moving. You want to download the video. So I can click on this and then it's going to download only this page. And you have the same option on the app. So on the app, you have two options. You can either download all of it, you can download them in any form that you'd like to download them in, or just one at a time and as a video.
so you would have to click on that MP4 animated before you download it, and then it would download it with the animation.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't click on the video download, if you don't click on the video download, it's not
Right.
going to have the animation. If you click on the video download and you don't select and you don't unselect the 31 pages, it'll turn this whole presentation into a video.
Wow.
So this, for example, these were posts that I put on Instagram, but these are the posts together in a video. So how you download it,
So you hit the animation one because it's playing like a video.
yeah, it's playing like a video, but let me see something here. Okay. I can go here, I can duplicate it.
It's almost like animation in a PowerPoint presentation.
I can replace the background. Oh, it's loading very slow. My internet's a little bit strange today. But it's, yeah, it's, but you get the point.
Yeah,
It's
very cool.
I have more animation here. So this is kind of fun too. You can add it to virtually anything. Again, you can play with everything, make things bigger. Something that, let me change the effects here real quick. Move this over. Something really cool with this too, with Canva. You ready? If I'm working on something, let's say, and I'm not sure about what I want where, or if it's too big, I can group all of the things, shrink them. I can shrink them to move them all together so that their proportions stay the same. But I can also shrink them and just start doing something else, whatever it is, right? I can, let's go to videos because the videos are kind of fun. So Canva has so many videos. I'm actually working on a demolition site right now. So we can take, this is kind of cool, right? Go ahead and mute it. Here, okay. And let's go to my uploads and we're gonna put a logo on it. So you can add elements to videos too, which is amazing. There's so many stock videos, stock images to play with. I'm gonna play. Is that why? Let me change the video. Let's see right there. Oh, swapping things out is kind of awesome too. You see, it's just playing and you can add your own logo and your own, design to whatever your project is.
So you have to download your logo into, like, upload it or something?
You
So
have to upload it, yeah. I do have a lot of my things saved, but in here, but you do have to upload it when you go into uploads. All of your things can either be in this area or they can be in your projects, in your folders. So you can take really anything and just, let me see if I have, let's see. Yeah, I'll go into the folders in a bit. Okay. It's accessible from any device, iPad, computer, laptop, you name it. It's truly such an easy platform to use. Premium is always best. If you don't have a premium Canva account, I think they're about 20 bucks. They're totally worth it. The features that you get are incredible. There's so many different, we can go back to here. I'll delete this. There's, for presentations, for example, there are, you can make replace current page. So this is a video. I think over here, some of these have multiples, so let's see. I saw one earlier. I might not do it here. I might need to start a new one. But you kind of get the idea. A lot of things are done already for you. If you wanted to just add like a workout logo here, you can. Without, or even, you know, the 10 healthy tips, for example, if you have any type of like exercise business or workout, it makes it really simple. You can change the colors to match your company colors. You could change these colors as well, make them hot pink, white. You can add a shadow to make that pop more. It's really so unlimited. Go here, it gives you different color options again. So with the color options, we can go back. What is that? We'll go back here. Now, when you have a photo in your design, all the elements, now you see all the photos that I have in my presentation, almost every picture, sometimes it says and more, I think there's, there may be too many here, but almost every picture has a color palette. So it makes it very easy to find like the colors that you're using. This picture, for example, that's the color palette for them, for this photo, right? So I can match that. I can go ahead and match the arrows. I can make them gray, right? And that kind of looks a little bit better. So every photo, all you need to do is click on what you want to change the color of. And you, wait, no, see here. Like that, you click on color, and then you can go to see all, and it's all gonna be here. Now with fonts, back to fonts. The fonts that Canva has are amazing, but we also have letters. We also have letters in Canva. So if I wanted to, let's see that, I'm gonna get rid of that. Now, when you click on something, it'll give you recommendations for more of that style. That's cool. I don't want to use that necessarily. Those are kind of cute, right? So that's an A. See if they have a C that looks like that. I don't see one. If I search it, it'll come up. let me see. So something in that style should appear. They usually have all the letters in each of these. Sometimes you have to look for them a little bit. Wait. That. We need an N. Trying to write Canva. Um. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. Letter N. So you go through it and you will find, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up. You will find, there we go. So it has all the letters. See if there's a V in here. Yeah, there we go. There's a V in here. We can duplicate that so we don't have to search for it again. And then you have Canva written in shiny bubble letters. Let me change the background on here so you can see it a little bit better. Pink. You see that? So you have a lot of fonts, but you also have more fun options with the fonts that are all in elements. Again, this is the group feature that I talked about. So you can either select and move things around, it'll stay grouped, or you can just group them permanently throughout your designs. So you can group them, you can move them, you can do other things here to see how it'll all go with your first design. And then you can ungroup them if you want to edit something. That's a pretty fun feature as well. You can save and reuse custom templates. Yeah, you can save them in your folders. Canva saves almost everything. Like even if I just wanted to, you know, do a social media post, if I were to click on this, for example, it's going to automatically save it. Even if I don't edit it, it's going to save it. So that's not something that you need to worry about. The stock video library is pretty awesome. They have so many great videos. Let me see if I can find it here. I made a video for someone that had no,
Helen, you're muted.
How long have I been muted for? Okay,
A
sorry.
minute. I thought I was having a glitch, but no, it was
Oh.
muted. Sorry.
Thank you, sorry. So here. Oh, go there. So you can add animation to the words and how they come up on the video itself. And then when I go here, there's more of that. See? And you have that in the beginning as well. See? With the pictures and what it is, how it just kind of pops up on the screen. Again. Yeah. See, the words go on to it says Cuban sandwich. All these little details make a difference. They're easy on the eye. They capture attention. You can add, if you see these little, hold on a second. I can't mute it. Sorry. If you see the little stars in between, that's the way the video transitions from one into the other. So over here I have match and move selected, but I can do any, I can make them dissolve into each other, slide into each other, focus into each other. You can have a color wipe, a line wipe, flows into each other, which is kind of fun. It's a really cute one. And then stack. Chop I've never used, but it looks kind of fun too. Okay. Let me go back.
I have a question real quick.
Sure.
So you're able to like upload videos and then edit them in Canva and like add the animations and words and stuff?
You can, yeah, so you go to uploads here and then you can click on videos right there. Can you see my screen?
Okay.
You can upload your own, but if I go to videos, let me see. Okay.
And those who are watching this
Okay. I need to do it from a different design. But let me just go to make the video. You can go to videos here. Now with Instagram having so many videos, we can actually do Instagram. We can go to Reels. Because a lot of people are doing Reels, right? So this is kind of fun. This one's fun and it has, you know, some elements in it. So we can customize this one. So let's say you don't want videos of yourself on Instagram. You don't want, you know, the selfies. Like here, and you grow flowers. You could be a farmer. So flowers. In videos. You can, so you just drag and replace. You can get rid of that if you don't want that on there. You can even make the background a little bit softer with a different photo. You can go to gradient, which I really like. And you can give it kind of like a gradient background. So this is a little bit brighter, this is softer. I don't know why that one's not playing. Let's go with this one. Okay. We can get rid of this altogether. You can actually just like group and remove them. If I wanted to, this kind of has similar colors. So if this was your video that you uploaded and you wanted to add another one and stitch it, you could. If you want to make the other videos shorter, you can. You can stitch a bunch of purple ones together here. This is not great design, by the way, because none of these things match, but it's just for the example. So we'll make them even shorter because then we're going to do the transitions. Okay. See, it's kind of choppy the way it transitions, but over here, that's the transition. So you can do that. I do like match and move. And then it's gonna flow a little bit better when it goes into the next video. Making a reel. Okay.
Thank
These-
you.
Sure. These are cute options. A lot of these things are already done for you. It makes it so much easier. So if you have a video, if you don't have a video, there's so much, they have so many different videos in their stock collection that you can literally take anything and make it your own. If we did the travel one, that one looks fun. So we can put, let's change the images. We can do, let's go back to the videos. You can also add audio from here. I do like Instagram audio better. You have more options, more things that are trending, for example. So let's keep this local. Let's do New York City. So New York City skyline. This one's kind of cool. Well, and then we can switch all these little photos inside. That one. And then okay. And I love that. If you want to see what font is being used, you click on it and it'll show you. I'm clicking on this. I'm going to make it match the top. Make it bold. Okay. And now we click on it and it's gonna have all that animation. It is very long. I would also crop it. It's way too long. Unless you're gonna give more information, it doesn't need to be this long. I'm going to go back to the background remover tool. What is this? Okay, what's that? The background remover tool. So here I can take a photo, let's say, let's see if it'll do it for this right here, right? Okay. So I have this image here and I want to get rid of the background. You click on this beach ball. I got rid of the whole entire background. If I want to now add you can actually kind of crop this way. Right, now if I want to add a background. Say. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, you can go to set image as background and it'll push the image towards the back. And then it will work all the time on that image. So you basically drag and drop or push them back. I'm gonna change this back to white. And I'm gonna delete this and we're gonna do another photo. I'm gonna show you something else. So there's this. I'm gonna edit the image. I'm gonna remove the background. Someone. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna remove the background. And we're gonna go over these. Okay, now they did a really good job just cropping her out. If this was a, fun ad for, I guess she's eating noodles, it'd be such a cute ad. You can add some cute elements in the background. We can do that in a minute. If you wanted to restore a part of it, if you don't want all of it cropped out, you can do that. Right, let me see. See, so this will restore it. This will erase it, but it's gonna erase all of it. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, sometimes photos like more, this is what, sometimes more personal photos like of people, the hair will get, let me see if this happened to her. The hair will get cut off when it's cropping and it's not always perfect. In this case, it is perfect. But when it's not, you can size or make the tool, the erase or restore tool bigger or smaller, and it will restore that missing area. So whatever that missing area is. Can everyone still hear me, see me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm having some trouble with the connection. That's what Canva is saying, so I'm just gonna restart that part. Okay. So we're gonna remove the background here. And then go here. And then. Okay. And then layer, you send it to the back because you want her in it. So with this image, let me see here. Yeah. With this image, you're gonna want to make sure that the bottom where the photo's cropped, that it's not just hanging in the middle of your graphic design. You're gonna want to kind of tie it into the dimensions of the photo. So wherever the photo cuts off, I would also move it to that spot. Here you can, and then you can add a logo, like these are the best noodles ever. Just have fun with it. If you're selling noodles, it's great. It's cute. Here, again, organizing all your folders. Now, when it comes to posts. So this is one that I did. I do her posts often. This is one that I do for someone that does a farmer's market. And she's also my friend. She does a farmer's market in Long Beach. So I do her social media posts, and this is one that I wanted to show you, just kind of how you can change backgrounds, how to make things pop. She really likes, this is her food, so she really likes the things that she makes in her photos. This is a very subtle way to kind of show everything without overwhelming anyone, because this is so understated. Now, the dimensions of this presentation are not the same dimensions as this. This is an Instagram post. If you wanted to make this fit, you can resize it. You can just drag and move this over for a minute. It's so fun to just drag and drop. It makes it so easy. That, and now you have a whole different post, different dimensions. You want to change the menu, you can. If you want to change a photo, you can just go to food, and you can literally put anything as a background. You could do that. So this one won't work. Something without a background or just one thing wouldn't work really as well, I don't think. I think something like that looks a little bit better. If you wanted to change the transparency on the backgrounds, you can. That's what I did. So if you're layering, for example, and you want some things to show more, I wanted the food to show through, but you can also put the transparency at none or leave it a little bit. So that's a nice feature too. You can make anything transparent. You can make this whole entire image transparent. If I change here the color of the background to purple, to blue, it could be hot pink. And, you know, if I just wanted a little bit of a pink hue or a little bit of a yellow hue, aqua, black is nice. That's when you want the white to pop a little bit more. So these are all really fun features that Canva offers. Again, when you're posting something, you want it to immediately catch attention. On something like this, I would do bolder font. Here, this pretty much, it does pop out. You see the food in the background, you see what she's offering. It says the time and date, the time is clear, all the information is on the post. So she has the address. You can also just group certain elements here. You don't have to keep highlighting both or moving one thing at a time. You can group all of them. Everything that you post should be relevant to your business, and definitely keep it cohesive. Make sure that your customers, you're always seeing content, you know, like the reason that they're following you is what you're offering. So everything should always really be relevant. You should always be telling your story. You should always be sharing your message. Well, that's important here. Every post should have a purpose. and a call to action. So with everything that you post, you want to be offering, you know, having someone ends up on your website, having, you want to get something from it, right? So call to action is important, like ask us questions if you need help or DM us. Click our link in bio, you know, there should always be a clear call to action. Okay, this is fun. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna click out of this and we're gonna type in Facebook. So, Facebook, let's do Facebook cover. So Facebook is really funny. The way that you upload your cover photo and your profile picture and different things in Facebook doesn't always have the highest resolution. And that's Facebook's fault, not any design tool. But here you have things that are, these are called Facebook covers. Anything that you put on Facebook should at the very least be the right size and the right measurements. That goes for Instagram, X, LinkedIn, all of it. So these are all, let's say, Facebook covers, and then you have Facebook posts. And these are the correct sizes for posts for Facebook. You can also resize them. Hold on. So if I'm so many good ones. If I am posting this on Facebook and I want to resize it, there's a magic switch here. So Instagram is usually, it's a perfect square. So I would hit 924 by 924, continue. And then it's going to copy and resize or just resize. I like to do copy and resize and then have, you know, the different variations. If you're creating a post for this week, you might want to use the same graphics, the same, you know, the same things that you used last week, and always have it be cohesive depending on what you're posting. And just change some of the wording, like this week's special, or, you know, whatever the thing that you're offering is. So I like to copy and resize, and then it'll open it. And now you have a perfect square for an Instagram post. You can also, I mean, you can do the same for any of it. Let's see, this one, continue.
So a question, the 924 by 924 will fit to Facebook as well?
It will, it's not gonna look as good.
So Facebook should be the Facebook post size?
Yeah. Which is, Facebook post. I guess any of these we can do a business Facebook post here. Yeah, this is great for realtors. Realtors can have so much fun on Canva. Yeah, so this one, so magic switch. It usually says see all. So you can even click Instagram story, the dimensions are different, it's longer. Facebook posts, it's a little, it's not as much. Instagram posts, the resolution should be 1080 by 1080, but you can do any perfect square will work. You can do document, a mobile video that's 1080 by 1920. The same as an Instagram story, but you can resize it. So if, let's say we wanted to resize it to an Instagram story. Let me see this. So this is longer. but it's not balanced. You see, there's no balance in this at all. So you do want to play with it. And you can post the same content across all your social media, right? But you want to make it look there. You want to make it look kind of clean, legible. Hold on. Move this over. Okay. Right. Gonna group these because they're so small, it's just gonna make it easier to work with. And then, I feel like I lost one. There we go. I'm not sure that I lost any of this right now, actually. Here, this would be better here. But you can play with it until you get it right. Here, we'll group that, no. Ungroup. You can change the colors if they're too. Yeah, there we go, it's better. I don't even know that we need that, actually. So you took the same post and you moved everything around. And now you can share it on another platform. Yep. And Instagram stories disappear within 24 hours. So if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. It's not staying on your page forever. And that's good. And then this down, and then we'll go back. And then again, this is what we did. X is what Twitter used to be. It's not the greatest for business, but some people do like it. If you like it, Canva does support. Let's see, templates. X. No, it's not gonna show me, so it's probably not updated yet. Twitter. So these are Twitter banners. You have all of them here. things that you can, correct sizes for Twitter posts. You have the same thing with LinkedIn. LinkedIn. So you can change your LinkedIn backgrounds. I would edit them when they look generic. It's not great, so definitely edit them. Make sure you have a high quality, profile picture. Depending on what your job is, so you can add your own logo, your own, your own thing. And then here, so hierarchy, you have to, think about who you're making these graphic designs for, your audience, what audience is the most engaged. Some people have a bigger engagement on Facebook, some do on Instagram. Always use consistent fonts. If your look and style is a certain font, I would always stick to that, same font as much as possible. You can do some things that are fun, but sticking to the same font is really good for branding because it makes your customers, feel like a familiarity. Hold on a second. The letters here are not. Okay. So when you go to this, just real quick here, where you see all the lines like that, it's going to create weird spaces in between your words. So always make sure that you're either here, here, or there, but you don't really want to be here. Unless you're, here, so delete this, then you can be there, but so staying consistent, simplicity, simple is great. I can show you some examples of my simple designs. The other day I posted this. Where is it? My internet's been funny all day. Okay, there we go. So I made this post. It's very simple. What I did here was I used the background remover, very minimal colors in the background. If I wanted to change the background, which I played with and I decided not to, I can click on it, right? And I can go to gradient. And I have options. See, so if I wanted to keep that color without making it a picture, just to play with it, I could also go to photos and look up green gradient. And then I have more options. It's gonna replace background. And then I can, kind of play with it. Okay, so let me go back for a second. So these are simple. This was one post. This was another post, the third one actually. And this was a carousel post. So I did this one. This is the cover for the carousel. And then I did 4 other posts. These are infographics. So they have information, they have graphics, and we can show that to you. So simplicity is good, especially when you're putting a lot of information out there. You want people to be able to read it, understand it. You don't want it to be too busy. You can add, little elements. I did that. I kept it cohesive, but it is a very, very simple post. Now there is, let me show you this. Yeah. This is a postcard that I designed for one of my clients. So they sell empanadas, they have Latin food, it's delicious, they're amazing, they do catering, they do a lot of stuff, they have a food truck, they work so much, both of them. And they wanted everything on a postcard that they could give people. They make coquito, they've won awards, like they're incredible. So fitting all of this into a postcard nicely, neatly, was really the goal, right? Because you're getting this thing in your hand and everything needs to make sense. What's the most important thing here? Hire us to cater your event. They want to get work. They need business. Keep their business going. Hire us to cater your event. Book now. Here's my phone number. Here's my email. Here's my Instagram. A whole section dedicated to contacting, right? What do they have to offer? Food. Who are they? They're Angie and Mo. What else do they have to offer? Book our food truck. So they can show up with the food truck. They can do catering or have the food truck. Everything in here is selling something and there are call to actions. There's a way to contact them. Book now, call us, get in touch, come eat food. The colors, you have orange, you have bright colors, it's appetizing. You have to always mind your colors, especially when it comes to food, because you want to make your client hungry. What they offer now, this is the back. They offer, different types of foods, what kind of events, dinners, barbecues, weddings, corporate events, birthdays, and more. This is also really fun. It's fun and it's awesome because if you're getting this postcard and you don't have anything yet, but then you decide, oh, I want to have a dinner party, I want to have a barbecue, everything is here and you're going to remember it, especially after you meet them because they're lovely. You're going to remember it. You're going to remember, oh, Angie's Empanadas, they do X, Y, and Z, and it's on the card and it's, it sticks with you. And you think of them when you think of what you want to order. That's good. Then they have coquito, they have dairy and vegan options, cupcakes, pound cake. There's a lot of information here, but it's organized. We specialize in Latin cuisine. Here's another great selling point. Because you want them to call, book, maybe something's not here, but they can literally make anything. So someone will say, hey, I don't see what I want. They'll call, they'll ask, they'll probably say yes. And, it's great. But this is another thing, like you don't see what's here. We make other things too. Award-winning coquito. Here's another little element. I made it in a few different colors for them. We were just playing to see what works best. But here's another one. Since it's award-winning, we kind of matched, the font to the bottles. I put this little thing around it for, to show that it's award-winning. All these little elements to make your customer, think, to make it more organized, to evoke a feeling. This all looks like a lot of fun. This looks like good food and a good time. Does anyone have questions? Hello?
Question.
Hi.
Do you have any suggestions on how to build a strong following?
Yes, but I think consistency mostly. I went over some of it last week. Consistency is really important, posting all the time, being authentic, really engaging with your audience, the audience that you have. The more engagement you have, the better quality following you'll have, and the more you can grow from there. So definitely being as authentic as possible, posting real life pictures of, even if it's your business, I would also post yourself, talk about it. things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Tina, you have your hand raised?
Yes, I had a question about creating the website. I am actually using the app and doing it on the phone, on the mobile. Should
You're
I be
creating a website on the phone?
right? And so I put a stop to it because I wanted to find out if I should be doing it on the desktop instead,
I,
or does it even matter? I was gonna do my iPad, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way, and everything I've read.
absolutely use a desktop.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I would absolutely recommend the desktop. Websites have a lot of different components. You want to make sure that everything's working properly, everything's aligned correctly. Your mobile version of your website is going to be different than your desktop version of your website, so you want to check both of those. Most people do use websites on their phones, like 93% of them, which we also discussed last week.
Right.
I can pull that up if anyone wants to go over some of it. I have it here.
The only reason why I started doing it that way was
Uh-huh.
because I knew that there was only a few seconds that I would have for you or anyone else to take a look before you move to, another page or even another site for that matter.
Yeah, so that's, do you see where I'm on now? 50 milliseconds before someone's
Right.
off your site. Yeah.
Right.
But I don't understand, you started building it on your phone because,
Because I had the app on the phone and I was playing around with
the
it.
Canva
And
app?
so I said, yeah,
Okay,
yes. And so I was playing around with it and I started to create it. And then I stopped and I said, maybe before you go any further, you should look and see if the desktop would be the better option.
yeah, definitely create it on your desktop and then see what it looks like on your phone when you go to the website.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely. Creating it on a desktop is it is a lot better. I don't know. Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. Thank
creating
you.
it on a desktop is better because then you get to see, you get to double check like how functional everything is and make sure that whoever visits your website, has like, the visuals are good, it's faster speed, the design is good, it has to be mobile version friendly, all of those good things. So you really want to double check all of those before even launching it.
Do you think that people use, or I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, or utilize the iPads when they're looking for or going to your site or my site or anything like that? Or is it just desktop and then mobile?
I think it's all of it. I think people do use tablets, some tablets and laptops have similar dimensions. Desktops are bigger and they all range in sizes. The way I design websites, it's so I use breaking points so that they easily flow into the other device. So it looks kind of the same on every device. But if you're designing a website in Canva, I've never designed a website in Canva. So I don't know what their mobile view is like from your website. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Hello? Anyone else? Does anyone have questions?
I think you did a good job explaining it. I think it's just a matter of getting on the site and practicing all the things that you showed us today.
Thank you. So you guys want me to design, there we go, we can add this here. I can actually show you this. You can just drag and drop into a new design, which is fun. And we could flip that over. Oh, so this is cute, right? There's this. But if you wanted like his eye on the other side, you can flip it. And then you have the bigger eye on that side. This flip vertical is not great for this, but you can flip things vertically too. So you can use that with almost anything. So we can design a little happy Halloween. Oh, there's so many cute. I don't even love this, but you can do and oh, this guy's not coloring. A lot of these things are so cute. Great for kids too. You can do that. This is cool if you have like a party store, like one of those Halloween party stores. You know, and get rid of this guy. And then you can add elements. Sail. You have a huge sail. Let's see. Pretty awesome. 50% off. You can forget Halloween and just like let's say 4th of July, which is gone, but that's a good one. Not this one here. You have that, and then you can do, you know, you can put your website in the middle, what's on sale. You know, Canva likes to use really great site.com. That this is way too big, so you could shrink it. You can You can make it white. Little over the background. This isn't really showing, so we can go back to elements and you can do, dark shadow. This one is. Oh, I guess you can do that. Oh. Yeah, it's not dark enough. Where we go? That one's good. So you have this darker shadow, right? And then you can, I'm gonna duplicate it. You can also just click bring to front. You can make it a little bit less. You can share it out. That's a lot better. So I was clicking and none of these are blue. This is blue. I showed you this earlier. All the colors that are in this photo, you can find them right by the picture of the photo.
Does anybody have any more questions for Helen tonight? You can put them in the chat, unmute, raise your hand, whatever you're more comfortable with. I did put our email into the chat, so if a question does arise later, you can contact us and we can help you out. Okay, if there's no more questions, I want to thank everybody for logging on tonight. I want to thank you, Helen, for your presentation.
Jen.
And so I've used Canva for a while and there's a lot of things I didn't know. So
wow.
thank you, thank you for that. I
Sure.
want to thank everybody for logging on. Again, if you have any questions, definitely reach out to the office. Otherwise, I want to tell you to have a great night.